Any man can be a father, but it takes someone special to be the daddy. The Daddy Diaper Pack is available at daddingcompany.com.
Welcome to My Life as a Dad. Today's guest is professional skateboarder Christian Hosoi. How do you support your wife from a dad standpoint? There's a lot of young dads that they're still used to their 20-year-old life, and they get married and all of a sudden she's pregnant, they got a baby, and what advice do you have for a dad of how to support the wife through the process, or just in the marriage and in the family? How do you support yours, and what do you recommend?
There's got to be a unity in the home. Like we have to you have to be sensitive to the emotions of your partner, of your spouse, of your wife, and your husband. Likewise, both ways. Mm-hmm. I think that's something that, and supporting her in her feeling secure, I think is the hugest, foundational thing that a husband can do for a wife, is to make her feel secure, mm-hmm. whether it be emotionally, physically, financially. Those are huge areas that create a safe place for the wife, and then to support her in her, being a mother and her authority to the children. We have to work on who's going to be the disciplinary, who's going to be the nurturing, and we tend to go back and forth on that, and it's natural that we both want to play both roles, mm-hmm. But we have to subconsciously and consciously, be aware that these things can be unhealthy if they're unbalanced, and so we have to always, really make an effort. It's it takes a lot of effort to be a husband and a wife, mm-hmm. and then to be a father and a mother at the same time.
Right.
I mean, these things are what make or break, lots of relationships. And so for me, it's about just supporting her, making her feel that she can trust me, that she can, count on me, that I'll be there for her through thick and thin too, because life isn't always, perfect, for one or the other, but through it, we support each other. Mm-hmm. And I think that's probably one of the main things that, gets in the distance when you finish your honeymoon. Next thing you know, you're just doing life. You've got kids, and, it's just mm-hmm. getting kind of stale. You got to kind of liven things up. You got to keep things fresh. And, I think that there's a lot of that, being educated today, because there's so many, bad examples of marriage that people are trying to, set it up so that there can be some success stories. And right. hopefully we can be one of the ones that people talk about that are a success story.
Sounds like you are so far. Sounds
yeah,
great.
We're still married.
Yeah. And she's stuck with you through
jail, right?
It'll be 13
years this year.
13 years.
June 19th, babe. And she did stick with me during, my prison, sentence, that incarceration, which I've saw so many marriages just dissolve because of it. Mm-hmm. And so I am truly fortunate that she stuck by my side.
Did you get married while you were incarcerated, or right when you got out?
While I was incarcerated.
You did?
A year and a half into my incarceration, we got married. And it was based on it was a divine thing, because she was 22, I'm in my 30s, I think it was 33, mm-hmm. and she goes, "Why should I marry this guy? He's gonna do 10 years. She goes, "I need confirmation from God." And so she asked her uncle, who was a pastor, "How should I, get confirmation?" He goes, "Read a proverb." And she goes, "Okay." She went to read a proverb. She goes, "Which one?" He goes, "Well, read the date." It was the 18th. And she goes, "All right, I'll read Proverbs 18. And she goes, "Which one?" She goes, "I'm 22 years old. And it says in Proverbs 18:22, he who finds a wife finds what is good and is favor from the Lord." Wow. And so she went, I'm gonna go get my marriage license, and we're gonna get married. And we got married right there in the courtroom. And I spent the next, 3.5 years married, and knew that we were gonna be together, forever. And that is one of those moments in your life that you go, how can that be? That's not a coincidence.
No.
My life as a dad.
Any man can be a father, but it takes someone special to be the daddy. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Click here to subscribe to our channel. We'll have new videos every Tuesday. Click here to like and click here to share with your friends. Sponsored by Daddy & Company, the perfect gifts for dad.